Today's episode is brought to you by MuscleEgg. MuscleEgg is 100% liquid egg whites that are uniquely flavored to satisfy your sweet tooth. I've been using MuscleEgg for years now, and honestly, it's the only way I can eat eggs. I'm a very picky eater, I know. Anyway, try the MuscleEgg for yourself. The link is in description below. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. It is one day after the Mile High Pro show and I'm a little worn out, as you can probably tell by my voice. Yeah, exciting day yesterday. I had so much fun. So in today's video, I just want to kind of recap the show, tell you my thoughts, what was going through my head, how I felt, all that good stuff. So yeah, stay tuned. All right, so let me get started with the good stuff. This was my 26th Ifbb Pro Bikini win, and it sounds so crazy just saying that out loud. Because when I first turned pro, honestly, my goal was to win one pro show, just one pro show, and my life would be made, basically. My goal would be met, and I thought that was about it for me, you know? But it turns out I did that times 26, so that's really crazy to think. I never thought I would take it this far. I never thought I was capable of achieving 26 IFBB Pro Bikini wins. So yeah, it's a shock to me too. You know, it's one thing to meet your goal, but to exceed your goal is so much more satisfying. So much more satisfying. So with that being said, I'm just getting started. I still got a lot of gas left in the tank. So yeah, this was my third time winning this particular show, the Denver Mile High. This show honestly means so much to me because in 2017, I took an entire year off. I let myself go. I have YouTube videos on it, so I won't get too much into detail. But in 2018, after prepping for like over 6 months, this was my comeback show. And I just remember the feeling of getting back on stage and being so excited and just getting back in the mix. And I won the show in 2018. I won the show in 2019. 2020, it was canceled due to COVID. So I didn't get to compete in 2020 at this show. But once they brought it back in 2021, you know I was there. So I really, really enjoyed the show. It was very smooth. And it was so good to see all my Colorado peeps once again, because as you guys know, I was in and out of Denver so much over these last 3 years because Contest Prep Center used to be located in Denver, Colorado, and it's recently moved to Vegas. So I spent a lot of time out here in Denver, so I'm very familiar with the area, familiar with the awesome people. So yeah, the show was awesome. I highly recommend any bikini competitors or any competitors do this show, honestly, pro and amateur. It's such a great show. So on Thursday, I arrived in Denver, and that evening I did a posing seminar, and I had a lot of fun with that. It is so good to be surrounded by my fitness people, my bikini competitors. That's so motivating for me. So if you were one of those ladies that showed up to the seminar, thank you. And it was so good to meet you, and I hope to be back doing another seminar soon.
Ashley, you're famous.
I feel so famous. Where are the paparazzi? Right here. On Friday, I woke up. I felt amazing. I felt so good that I actually got a little bit of a shoulder pump on Friday. I was like, you know what? Why not? I'm feeling great. So I just lifted my shoulders. Typically, I don't lift the day before a show, but like I said, I was feeling good. And with shoulders, it doesn't really matter if they're inflamed the next day. It's just your shoulders, you know. I would say definitely I wouldn't do that with legs or glutes or anything like that. But shoulders, no big deal. Got a pump in. And then I went to the athlete meeting. I ended up being number 6, which is a great number. And yeah, went back to the room, showered, got ready for my tan appointment, and then went to sleep. So just a quick little tour here. I'm going to show you kind of how I pack and what I bring. So here are my goodies, well, some of them anyway, for the show. You'll see I have oatmeal, I have rice cakes, I have rice ready to go. I have cream of rice. I have, these are more than just rice cakes. They're called rice rollers, and I get them for like $1 at the Dollar Tree. They're amazing. And I have my sunflower butter. I have my oats. I have my coconut chips. These are baby food actually, but it's little rice cracker cake things. Some coconut chips, some dressing in case I need some on my chicken and veggies. These are mostly snacks for afterwards on the plane ride home. Same thing with these, snacks for afterwards. But yeah, and gum for afterwards too, and my little stevia. And that's kind of how I pack my dry items, but I will show you my fridge now. So luckily this hotel has a fridge. Basically what I do is I just freeze my chicken and veggies and I bring them with me in a little ice cooler pack thing, lunchbox, whatever you call it. Same thing in here, veggies, chicken, nothing too exciting. On Saturday, that was show day. So on Saturday, it was prejudging and finals together, which was awesome. Since last year, some shows have been doing this. They just put prejudging and finals together, which is amazing because the worst part of a show is that period between prejudging and finals where you just wait and wait in your hotel room because there's just nothing you can really do. You can't really go out to eat. You can't shower. You can't really go anywhere. So you just sit in your hotel room and you think and overthink and then think to yourself, did I even smile on stage? What place did I get? I wonder what this means. I should have done this better. So I hate that time because I hate that overthinking feeling. But luckily, like I mentioned, prejudging and finals were together, which was so much more relaxing. And for this show, I felt more relaxed than usual. Usually I get more anxious and nervous than this show, but I was kind of relaxed, excited, but relaxed with a little bit of nervousness right before I went on. But for the most part, I was calm, but in a good way. Prejudging went well. They ended up doing like the call outs and everything before individuals, which I've never done before, but I like that because I got the jitters out before I got my routine in. So that was really nice. And honestly, you guys, if I were to say one big improvement for this show is my routine got a little bit better. It's still not perfect and still not where it can be. Still got some work to do on that, but I felt a lot more at ease with it. Probably because I was more relaxed this time for some reason. Maybe because I was just so familiar with this show. I'm not sure. If I do say so myself, it's getting a little better. Slowly but surely. And I added a few new moves in my routine, which you guys probably didn't notice, but each time, I try to do a little something different with my routine. I found that if I change too many things in my routine at once, I get a little frazzled, and that's kind of what happened to me at the class show. So at the class show, the first show of the year, I tried basically a totally different routine, and it kind of backfired because I wasn't prepared to do that, and it just... I just blinked out on stage. So I learned my lesson, and each time I compete, I add a little something to my routine or I change a little something, but nothing too drastic because I don't want to overwhelm myself. Another improvement that I made from last show is I got my glutes back. Yay. I've mentioned in a previous video that, competing show to show can take its toll on your body, and it didn't affect me too badly, but I did notice I was deflating a little bit. I was starting to lose some volume in my glutes. Now that doesn't mean I necessarily lost muscle, but what it means is I just kind of got flat, right? Kind of got depleted. So I've been working with Coach Sam Catlin from Team Elite Physique. She's been working with me twice a week from the New York Pro till now to kind of pump those glutes back up and get them back to where they were. So glutes are back. I also think the glute gods, that was probably mostly why I got the glutes back, but inside joke. Anyway, so yeah, I definitely brought my glutes back to where they were in the beginning of the season. So we're good on that for now. Just gotta make sure that I'm not letting myself get too depleted again. And prejudging, yep, it went well. As always, you never really know with prejudging how it goes. Sometimes it's not obvious, and sometimes when you're on stage and getting moved around, you question yourself whoa, I got moved out of the middle. Does that mean I didn't win? Or, I've been in shows before too where I've won with a perfect score, but I was immediately moved out to the side. So although it can be a good indicator of where you'll end up placing wise, it's not always the case. So, it's very nerve-wracking because you never know. And I know Coach Adam got super nervous too. Turns out I ended up taking home another victory at this show. So it all worked out in the end. They were moving us around like crazy. So I wasn't sure how it was going to go. Adam wasn't sure. It could have been anybody's game. I know that they called 3 people back for the first call out. So I knew it was top 3, but I just didn't know where I fall in that placing. I never go into a show assuming I'm going to win. I never go into a show expecting I'm going to win because honestly, it's anybody's game. It can go either which way. And like I always say, guys, in this sport, there's only one thing you can control, and that's yourself. You cannot control who's going to show up. You can't control how they're going to show up. And you can't control how it's going to be judged because at the end of the day, this is a subjective sport. And with a subjective sport, there's a little bit of opinion that goes into it. Like how lean is too lean, how muscular is too muscular, how soft is too soft, So without an exact measurement of that, there's room for opinion. And we're being judged by different judges all the time that have a different opinion of what those things can be. With bikini, it's like literally the overall package. So it's very unpredictable, very volatile. So I always go in with like an open mind and just think to myself, you know what, I gave my best and that's all I can do. And I can't think too much beyond that. So I'm so happy that it worked out in my favor for this show. It's anytime I win, it's like I said, it's not expected. It's definitely wanted. I definitely want to win each time, right? But I know realistically that can't always be the case. But when I do win, it certainly is icing on the cake. And just trying to rack up those W's, guys. I put in my caption for this show on my Instagram, like, I want to be a legend. And hopefully that doesn't come across as too cheesy, but it is so true. I want to be a legend. And in order to be a legend, I got to take risks. I got to compete a lot. And I got to learn from every mistake I make. But most importantly, I got to keep a good mindset with good mental endurance because in bikini, it can really mess with your mind, especially with the placings. And sometimes they're all over the place. And it's easy to get down sometimes whenever things don't go your way and when you don't understand why they didn't go your way. But you just got to brush it off, move on to the next, and learn from all those mistakes. Get judges' feedback. And yeah, guys, I'm so happy right now. It's such a wonderful experience. But I felt like there was so much hype and support for this show before and after. And I don't know, I'm so grateful. And I feel so lucky to be in the position I am in, that I get to compete as much as I want. I'm happy. I'm healthy. I'm not tired. I have an awesome support system. I have an awesome coach. Coach Adam from Team Elite Physique, God bless him. Man, he is the best coach ever. He gets just as excited as me for these events. He's into it just as I am. And he supports me 100%. And also my main sponsor, which is High Tech Pharma. If you guys didn't know, they are my main sponsor. And if you're ever wondering, how does she compete every single week? Like, how much does that cost? Well, High Tech is such a awesome sponsor and they take care of everything. And I'm so lucky to be with them. So thank you, High Tech Pharma. But yeah, guys, I had a lot of support after and before the show. And I just want to thank you all for, dropping a kind word here and there. And it means a lot. And honestly, if I'm able to inspire you guys, that is motivation for me because it is very rewarding. It isn't even just all about me. It's the fact that if I can inspire somebody to get into the sport or live a healthier lifestyle or even start working out, that is such a reward in itself. So thank you all for anyone who went out of their way to let me know these things. I appreciate it so much. You have no idea. And yeah, we'll see what the future holds. I will say this. I am for sure doing the Muscle Contest Patriot Show on July 10th in my hometown of Las Vegas, Nevada. So stay tuned for that. And if you're in the Vegas area, definitely come check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't believe I'll be in my hometown. That's so convenient and awesome. And I'm really looking forward to that. And I might compete before that too. Who knows? See, here's the thing. There's a 5-week gap between the Mile High and the Patriots show. And that's too long for me. I'm probably going to get really bored. So I'm already thinking about what I can do next. It's not confirmed yet, but I might do something in between now and the Patriots show. But for sure, you'll see me at the Patriots show. And yeah. After the show, guys, I just had a salad and a protein bar, and that was fine for me. I'm usually not too hungry after a show. Honestly, I have so much adrenaline and excitement that I'm not even hungry. The few days after a show, I usually get pretty hungry because then my body realized, Ashley, whoa, you need to eat a little more because you've been just go, go, go. So I think that's one of the reasons why, too, I don't rebound as badly as most girls is when I eat after a show, usually I just eat my own prep food, but if I don't, it's a salad or something. So that's exactly what happened. And I'm just looking forward to the next adventure. I'll keep you guys posted. But until then, guys, thank you again so much for watching. And hopefully this content excites you. And maybe I will see you on stage sometime, maybe even next to me. So yeah, keep pushing, everyone. And I will leave it at that. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And until next time, I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.